you and knock loudly to make your presence known if you're ever in this situation. They also suggest that companies have alternate options to get inside restrooms.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 6 starts now.
We begin tonight at 6 with the weather and our first look at some of the damage caused by today's storms. This is from Serrano Street in Detroit, where parts of a large tree came down smashing. Wow, at least one vehicle. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Along with branches and traffic lights coming down, DTE's outage map shows more than 8,500 are without power, scattered across southeast Michigan, really.
And we may not be done with those storms just yet. Scattered showers are expected to continue.
And that could also mean some high winds, and Rich is standing by. What about flooding, Rich? Could that be an issue as well?
Thankfully, flooding is not a concern because these showers are moving so quickly. They're racing across the area, but the main threat continues to be some localized gusty winds, and we have seen a few gusts up near 50 miles per hour with the initial line of showers. More showers out there close to Milford, down around Ann Arbor right now. It's dry over Detroit. It's dry up in Mount Clemens, but these showers are quickly racing across the area. I'll step back off to the west. There's White Lake. Here's Farmington Hills, West Bloomfield, Livonia, and Redford. Get ready because another area of showers will quickly cross the region. 50 degrees here, 48 in Lansing. It's even cooler up there for Mount Pleasant and Bad Axe. Numbers in the middle 40s. Wind gusts, thankfully, are coming down, and we'll be watching the wind gusts for the next couple of hours, but more of the same. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be cooler. Occasional showers tonight and again tomorrow. Now look at this. Most of us are going to stay in the 40s all day Wednesday, so bundle them up. We'll check the 7-day Brandon Taryn coming up in 10.
Thank you, Rich. Well, other news tonight, concern is growing over the government shutdown and what it really means for federally funded programs, including the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or better known as SNAP.
Yeah, last year alone, the program helped more than 41 million people in the U.S. facing food insecurity. Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly is live in Hamtramck with more. Ingrid, this is a very important issue.
It really is. I just want you guys to take a look. You know, 1 in 8 people actually rely on SNAP benefits. But if this government shutdown continues, that funding would be wiped away. And you know what? That means more and more people would rely on these food pantries. But I want you to take a look. This is no joke. Many of these food pantries, they also need help.
We are limited in our resources. We have been planning for a slight increase in clients. However, we are heavily dependent on donations and partnerships to help us continue the programs that we do.
I'm concerned about losing my benefits. I'm concerned when I get on online and try to fill out information, there's nobody to talk to you about it or to answer your concerns.
Well, I'm very worried. The president has said that he will make sure WIC is funded, which is it's important. Forget the politics. We need to make sure the money's going into that. But SNAP is going to run out of money. The governor and I are talking regularly. I'm flying back to Washington right now. They're not. We haven't been in session for a month. Leadership's meeting again tonight. We're there. We want to get to the table, do bipartisan discussions, and get the government open.
Back out here live. You know what? This is Detroit Friendship House. I was here earlier today when they actually opened their doors for the food pantry, and people were coming in here. They need help. I want you to take a look. Again, these shelves are empty. This food pantry also needs your help. They're located in Hamtramck, and if you can help them, please reach out. Back to you guys in the studio.
So we have federal government at a standstill here. Is there anything the state can do to present any kind of relief? And if people are watching this, they do want to help, do they have number? Can they offer food donations themselves?
Well, you know, right now, and actually when I was talking to Congresswoman Dingell, she did make it very plain. right now, community has to come together. We have to help and support our neighbors. That means if you have something to give, please give it, donate. If you have some canned goods, money, help out. The woman I spoke to earlier today, it's not just food that people are concerned about. She's also concerned about Section 8. People are concerned about having a place to live. It's not just food. There's so many concerns out there. And again, if you have anything to give, please donate.
Calling on the kindness of others. Ingrid, Kelly, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Taryn.
Well, at the same time, the Wayne County Airport Authority is partnering with restaurants and retailers at Detroit Metro Airport to support federal workers impacted by the shutdown. The federal employee meal program is underway, helping federal employees who work at Detroit Metro and Willow Run airports. Under the program, employees like TSA workers can get up to $20 per day for food and beverages at retailers in the Evans and McNamara terminals.
A deadly accident in Westland remains under investigation. Police say a 25-year-old man on a bicycle was hit at the intersection of Warren and Wayne Roads around 6 this morning. Investigators say the bicyclist was in the crosswalk on Warren when a box truck turned from southbound Wayne to eastbound Warren, struck him. The truck driver stayed on the scene and is cooperating with the investigation. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on distracted driving. Operation Ghost Rider started today. Deputies will be doing extra enforcement along the M59 corridor for the next week. The goal is to reduce crashes related to distracted driving and promote safer habits on the road. Now, if you are caught texting, be ready for a ticket. Drivers we spoke to are all too familiar with distracted drivers.
Sometimes they're driving crazy and I look over like, oh, they're on their phone.
Putting on makeup, on the phone.
Have you seen people driving distracted?
Yeah, people are idiots nowadays.
State data shows crashes involving cell phone use dropped from 2023 to 2024, but there was an increase in fatal crashes linked to cell phone use.
Well, new at 6, a woman in Southfield crying foul over roaches in her apartment.
Well, it sounds like a case that she should be able to win in court, but that is not what happened. Fox News' Charlie Langton explains.
Roaches in an apartment in Southfield, the Carlisle Tower Apartments near 9 Mile and Greenfield. And according to LaShawn Bowens, they've been there since early this year.
Now the roaches are back. They started coming back out in September. Ever since pest control has been out, it's been increased activity.
Roaches are not good, and management acknowledges that there was a roach problem, but they sent in an exterminator to put these traps in her apartment. They didn't get rid of the roaches.
Correct. Pest control comes out every Monday.
LaShawn says that she didn't pay the rent because of the roaches. However, the reason you didn't pay the rent was because of the roaches. You were holding the rent.
Correct.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Did you put a separate bank account?
I did not.
Problem 1 for LaShawn. If you believe that there's a dispute that causes you to not be able to live peacefully, you've got to pay the rent to the court in escrow. But problem 2, there was a court date, but LaShawn didn't go. Why didn't you go to court?
Because I started a new job. I couldn't miss a day. For 5 weeks, I couldn't miss a day.
And then they put a default against you.
Correct.
That means you automatically lost.
Yeah.
I spoke with management who verified everything. Management did attempt to get rid of the roaches, but LaShawn didn't escrow the rent and missed a court date. And now she's going to be out of her apartment in 2 days. You are going to get out of here. You're going to get a better place with no roaches, right?
Absolutely.
You're going to do it.
Absolutely.
All right. In Southfield, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
Community leaders gathering today for a day of peace. The initiative is called Code 22 and proclaims every 22nd day of each month as a special time to wear white and practice good intentions. From Southfield, Fox 2 Scott Wolchuk tells us how to bring a little peace into our lives.
Community leaders calling for a day of peace here in the city of Southfield, planning for it to be on the 22nd. And this all goes through a program called Code 22. You can actually see the city's peace polls right here. It's something that the city stands very strongly about. And so what exactly is Code 22? Well, it's an initiative that was started up 16 years ago, calling for every 22nd of the month to be an official day of peace. They're asking for residents to wear white white, and of course, practice peace, practice just being understanding and communicating and not turning to any type of violence. Community leaders all gathered at a local church to talk about this day of peace. Take a listen.
If on the job, if people wore white to work, maybe even brought white donuts, something to promote peace, it's like a holiday. Everyone do something to promote peace.
When the pastor called, I said, absolutely, I would respond. I think we all need to bring our voices together.
Why do you think Southfield needs this?
Because the environment that we're in, you know, people are just angry, people are very reactive, people are on edge, and so I think we've got to bring this climate down, and it's going to take everybody. Everybody has to be involved. Everybody has to make a commitment, not only peace on the outside, but having peace on the inside as well, and I think that'll govern this day of peace.
This is an initiative that they are hoping to bring back and make happen every single 22nd of the month. Of course, we'll keep you updated, and it doesn't have to be just Southfield. It can be any community or even just you if you want to start practicing this initiative. For now, reporting in Southfield, Scott Walczak, Fox 2 News.
Well, construction is underway officially on the new Cody High School in Detroit. A groundbreaking ceremony was held at the site on Cathedral today. The Detroit Public Schools Community District says 128,000 square foot facility will serve as a hub for innovation, wellness, and achievement.
Today's investment is literally in its buildings, and kids know when they're going to an inferior building or not. And for too long, our kids have been going to a Cody High School that didn't meet the talent potential of those same children. And this investment changes that for at least 2 generations.
Well, investing in the building to invest in our future, this $86 million project is part of the district's $700 million master plan to build new schools and install modern HVAC systems in its new buildings. The new Cody High School is set to open in 2027.
Well, Fox 2 continuing to follow new developments today out of Grand Blanc Township. The fire chief has been put on administrative leave. What we're learning about the reason behind that. That's next.
A new survey from the University of Michigan finds American children, they're not playing outside almost at all. I think some parents probably already knew that. We're going to give you some surprising reasons why in Health Works.
But first, drivers being targeted by thieves in and around Madison Heights. Several vehicles left on bricks with all 4 tires missing. How you can avoid becoming a victim